Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, my name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, it is debunk time. We've got a lot of things popping up right now. Also, I look freaking weird like this. But ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot of things popping up right now. I just took a shower. It's really late. It's like, it's like 1:30 in the morning here in Sweden, so it's pretty late. I'm not that tired, though. I just got a few things over here, like a few really juicy videos I'm gonna work on, guys. Just you wait. You're gonna love these. I'm promising you. But we got some things popping up, though, that I want to cover real quick, because I think they're worthwhile covering, as they're quite intriguing, and I want to kind of debunk them a little bit, talk about them a little bit. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy the video, though, make sure to drop a like down below, make sure to take that Coca-Cola bottle and hit yourself in the head, and yeah, let's get, no, don't literally do that, it's just a joke, okay? But yeah, let's get into the actual juice and the meat of this video, ladies and gentlemen, starting with this right here. So this popped up, and it's basically showing a seemingly new Eeveelution, which I recognized instantly, a new Eeveelution, and also, showing it inside of Pokemon Sword and Shield. So it was like, wow, you know, people were like, whoa, is it real? No, it's definitely fake. And you might be asking, like, okay, how can you guarantee me this is fake? Well, we're gonna take a look at a few more images that show this more properly, but if you look at this one, it's kind of like tilted. What you see over here is Minccino, so this is literally the same image, like, you know, kind of like, it's the same point of view as you see Pikachu when you encounter Pikachu in, what's it called again? In the trailer, they encounter a Pikachu here, and the trainer sends out their Minccino, whatever, and it's the same frame. It's literally the same frame. It's the same kind of situation, I guess you could call it. It's the same kind of thing going on here. So it isn't like it's a brand new frame or anything. If this was like a brand new area we had never seen before, like an area of the map where the battle was happening and it wasn't like a one we'd recognize from before, then this would be slightly more realistic, but it just isn't. And also, I recognize that design because that's the design that was shared by Devil D-Man. Now, I'm not sure if Devil D-Man made this one. He claims he didn't. Again, I don't know, because it came alongside a rumor here, and I think we can check out the rumor itself on Twitter, which is this one. It came alongside this rumor saying leak Eeveelutions will be announced on Corocoro magazine April 15th or issue in May. And this is funny because he did mention issue in May, so this is the May issues coming up now for Pokemon. Saying 2 gym masters have Eeveelutions, no info on Star Evolutions, gym badges have different roles, did not see Armored Evolution. Fair enough, right? Seems pretty reasonable. But then again, when you look at this, like, you know, sure, these are identical. This is the thing, right? Somebody made seemingly a 3D model, or just like imposed like a 2D image atop of this, like, because you can do that. You can, you know, impose them over and they can look more like they're 3D, but in reality they're 2D. You can do that, so who knows. But there is inconsistencies in like the ear right here. You can see kind of like weird coloring, off coloring, and some stuff like that. And also the stars around here just look way too off from the ones we've seen in the trailers. Just doesn't seem similar to the ones we've seen before. So I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, that's one of the first things. But then again, you know, is it real? Is it not? Well, I think it's most likely fake, because we actually have a clean image, which is this one right here. So this was posted by Detective Rookie saying, Lamau, it is still worse than I expected. Literally the same image, lol. And you can see right there, that's the Pikachu one, and that's this one, right? You can see how it's imposed. Like, literally, in this one, you can even see it better, guys. You can see how imposed it is on here. It just doesn't even match. Like, look at the edges, right? I'm not saying it's horrible, but I'm just saying it isn't realistic, right? Because it looks far too imposed on the actual thing, you know what I mean? It looks far too much like a cutout green screen type of, you know, Eeveelution image just imposed over the original, you know, original image like this, right? This is literally what it looks like. And this is what I'm talking about, is that, you know, these are far too, you know, like, it's far too hard to believe any of these ones that show kind of the similar background, the same backgrounds that are used in the trailer. If we had these, but they didn't, like, you know, have the old backgrounds in them from the trailer, then it would be far more realistic to believe them. But since they can't be bothered making, you know, custom backgrounds, or making custom backgrounds based on like areas we've seen from the map, you know, we'll never really have an easy time trusting any of these. So this one's definitely fake, I'd say. I mean, look at how, even from distance here, like, you guys are watching the video, right? Even from distance, you should be able to see that it looks very imposed onto the image. It doesn't look like natural. Like, this one looks natural. Like, it naturally fits in with the rest of the, you know, like where the, you know, the light's coming from. You can see the shadows underneath here, like how the shadows come in. If you look at, like, here, Minccino's still got the same shadow. This one, though, it's got a little bit of an inconsistent shadow. Like, the shadowing isn't exactly the same as you see on Pikachu. Like, sure, there's a little bit of neck shadow right there, but the shadow they don't fall off the same way as they do on Pikachu. I think, like, it's very noticeable right around here. The shading is just so off and different. Like, this one's way harder shading, like, it's way more rough. This one's far too, like, you know, either it's too rough right here, or it's far too spread out right here. So, definitely an imposed image, definitely not real. I think we can establish that at this point. You know, this guy down here said, like, you know, I like the design. Well, I mean, the thing is, though, we still don't know if this is fake, though I would most likely say this is fake. Personally, I'd say it's most likely fake, because, you know, these designers are amazingly talented. They can make these sort of things on their own, you know what I mean? They really are talented enough to make these sort of things, so I'd probably argue that this is most likely fake. But that's one of the things, though, so we have to talk about. And the next thing, though, is this right here. So this is slightly different, right? This is apparently from Corocoro. Now, there's actually another version of Corocoro that's popped up, which I want to talk about, which is right over here. This was sent to me by P93233. Sent this to me saying, like, hey, RuffledRowlit, I'm just going to say that from what I know, there are several different Corocoro titles, or I guess, like, you know, front pages or whatever. I've seen the cover, or covers, I guess, a cover of the newest Corocoro Ichiban issue, and there is news for Sword and Shield. And you can see right here, there's Sword and Shield stuff there. You have Dialga and Palkia right there, and then you got, like, you know, Sudowoodo card right there, and one of the, like, the pocket, like, you know, weird, like, it's that thing in Japan, the arcade machine in Japan. They use these, like, QR code cards on them. But this, to me, like, this stuff right here, is this really from the newest issue? Because this seems to me like this is from last month's issue. Like, I kind of feel like this was from last month's issue, but I could be wrong. So if this is the new one, then fair enough. But I'm trying to see if there's any indication here, like, you know, that kind of might point towards that. Like, it says 450 something down there, but that's not the date. I can't really see any date anywhere. But, like, literally, I mean, if this is, like, a brand new one, then clearly there might be some new, like, you know, there might be some new Sword and Shield news, which would be fantastic, if I'm going to be frankly honest. So, honestly, to me, that seems really fair and really awesome. But then again, back to this one, though. So, people are, you know, saying right now, and this is one of the things that was told me by SwissX right here, saying, connected to the rumor about 4 new Pokemon to be revealed in the next Corocoro, saying that one of them is called Apple Zuff, and it looks like this one. And I was like, question mark, question mark. I was a little bit confused. Just responded with yes, question mark. And I remembered then what this was all about. Like, you know, this like, you know, Apple Zelf thingy, the translation here, Apuruzafu, which is basically, if I'm remembering this correctly, don't attack me, but this is a rumor I covered the other day that talked about what the, like, what the next Corocoro was going to reveal, and it was, like, really kind of, like, it was really sketchy, and, you know, it didn't really give too much away, and kind of smaller things, saying it was going to be about 4 new Pokemon revealed, I think, that sort of stuff. And one of them, the names he gave, was, one of the names was this Japanese name for this thing, I guess, the apple. But here's the problem, though. It may just be me, and maybe just my friends here and my viewers on Discord, but I don't know about you guys, but that kind of looks a little bit like Wobbuffet, doesn't it? Like, doesn't that kind of look like Wobbuffet? Like, literally the face of Wobbuffet? Like, straight up? Like, that just literally looks like Wobbuffet's face. I mean, I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know. You know, don't attack the messenger. I'm just the messenger, you know, don't attack me. But I'm just saying, this seriously looks like it's a Wobbuffet, and it doesn't look like it's meant to be taken seriously. I mean, if we zoom in here a little bit more so you guys can see it better, because I know I'm too far zoomed away. It says it's 0.3 meters tall, so 30 centimeters. It weighs 2.9 kilos, which is pretty heavy for an apple. And then it's like just a bunch of information. The screenshots here are basically just the ones from... I mean, it's well made, I've got to be honest. This is well made, dude. And I love these fake Corocoro ones because they're always like really intriguing and nice. So personally, I would say it's really well made, but most likely fake though. I would probably want to argue it's most likely fake. But back to this one though. This is like actually from this month's Corocoro. This cover is from the, I guess, the Ichiban issue. Then I wouldn't be surprised if we were to actually see some proper, like, actual news within Corocoro in the next, like, I don't know, next few days, basically. I think we should just keep your eyes around for the next, like, 4 to 5 days, because we're on the 10th right now. Like, for me right now, it's on the 10th, because, you know, my time zone. So if you keep your eyes out around this current time frame, you should be expecting, I will say, to see some of the things show up sooner or later. I think, you'll probably stick around like Serbia and stuff like that, because they probably will be posting it, and a lot of like Japanese accounts will be sharing it, and it will be on Twitter. You'll probably see it, but if you don't see it on Twitter, don't worry, I'll be covering it straight away. Hopefully nothing pops up tomorrow, because I got some other videos planned for tomorrow, but I will definitely be covering everything, guys. I'll be covering all of it, so don't you worry. Keep your eyes, peeled, and make sure to stick around, and I'll get the info out to you guys. But like I said, though, for this one, I'm, again, a little bit torn, a little bit stuck on it, not sure what to say. If it's real or not, I don't know. This one definitely looks like Boba Fett, and I think we can establish that this one is fake, based on the fact that it just looks too superimposed, and it's just the same frame as this one. It's literally just the same frame, so I'd probably argue this one's fake. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the general gist of it, though. If you guys did enjoy, then drop a like down below. Thanks so much for watching the video. My name is RuffledRowlit. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.